crazy fights on paternity court.
You are not.
I knew it! Go find your baby daddy. Put somebody else on child support. I want my money back. I want my money back. I told you I wasn't the father of that child.
Were you talking to me?
I was talking to you.
Then shut up.
Now you
No.
You shut up.
Mr. Davis, first of all, I control the score. Now you can take it to the street and you'll be out on the street.
In this baby daddy drama, Mr. Matlock rolls back from a trip to find his girl knocked up. Plot twist? Miss Monroe? Well, she let her ex crash at their place while he was away. Crazy, right? Well, despite knowing all this, Mr. Matlock gives her a pass. But now, with a kid in the picture, his love vibe has totally flipped.
Back in 2006, when me and Miss Monroe first got together, she knew I was back and forth from Fort Smith to Fayetteville because I have a son down in that area. Back in 07, I was down there for a week.
No.
It was a week.
You said you were going to be gone a weekend and you were gone a month.
It was a week. You're
lying.
lying. It was a week.
You were gone a month.
Anyway, Your Honor.
Look, Miss Monroe's playing the I called him non-stop card, but Mr. Matlock left her on read. She figured he was pulling a disappearing act. Oh, Lord, that's not how a relationship plays out, girl. Get with the program.
Ms. Monroe, when he went out of town, did he voluntarily call you at all while he was gone?
Live.
Maybe
Not one call.
Maybe 2 or 3 times, like the whole time he was gone.
Okay, so 2 or 3 times you did
Yeah.
speak to him.
Yeah.
But when you called him, he didn't return your
He
call.
would not answer my call.
Okay.
Hold up. So she dropped the bomb that she never picked up the phone, right? But here's the kicker. This chick's all over the place with her story. And on top of that, Mr. Plaintiff needs to raise the curtain on how he's been tight with her since he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
I get a phone call from my sister. What's up?
You ain't who
May
you
pregnant.
pretended to be.
Whoa, what you mean May pregnant? I just talked to her
I
on the
told
phone.
you that.
And you told my sister that you were pregnant.
Well, ain't this a hot mess? What's the deal with keeping the bun in the oven on the down low, Miss Monroe? But hold on to those hats, because she clarified to Mr. Matlock that it's his spawn. But, you know, that's a whole nother saga. And Mr. Matlock's diving deep into the dating game like there's no tomorrow.
If you would have been real
What you
about
done
it
for her?
in the beginning, I would have been there for you.
What you done for
don't
her?
never know. If you wouldn't have said, hey,
What you done
it's
for
not
her?
your baby, and would have just kept it real and meant, hey, it's a possibility, we could have worked
I
on it,
told your
and we
sister
could have
that.
been still probably been together. You
No,
never
I
know.
told your
You
sister
said
that.
out of your mouth. You
I
said
told your
you are
sister
not
that.
the father.
In the midst of this crazy paternity circus, give it up for Mr. Matlock. He's no deadbeat. Dude shelling out that child support cash, staying true to his side of the deal, even though he's riding the uncertainty wave. And would you believe it? The baby mama doesn't even seem to give props for that. Total lack of appreciation, man.
I need to understand how you started paying child support.
Because he sent me papers with all his information to put him on child support so he could get it.
We
Yes,
wanted to get a
yes,
DNA test
shut
done
up.
because
No,
she didn't want to
that's
get
not
the
what
DNA
happened.
test done. It's
You
been
wanted to take me on
it's been 3 or 4 years, and she didn't never want to know who the father of this child was.
Hold the phone. Mr. Matlock's getting handed the dad title by default, and the mama's playing it all sneaky. Time for Judge Lauren to lay down the law and manually untangle this web of drama. She's like, enough with the suspense, and straight up drops the bomb by calling for the results. Let's see who's really in the parenting spotlight.
You are not.
I knew it. Go find your baby daddy. Put somebody else on child support. I want my money back. I want my money back. I told you I wasn't the father of that child. Knew it from the beginning. Trifling. Knew it. I knew it.
Imagine finding out that the dude you've always thought was your pop suddenly drops a bomb and says, nah, I ain't your real dad. Because who cares about that hefty child support payment, right? Reuben's sisters were straight up in front of Judge Lake, demanding their supposed old man spill the tea and finally clear the air.
He always denied me. He always treated me differently. I mean, I just feel like he never treated me fair. With my brother and sister, he will bring things around like one Christmas, he bring a whole bunch of toys around, get them toys on top of toys, and then tell them, oh, play with your sister. Never brought me anything, always treated me differently.
Mr. Davis had his Super Saiyan mode on for this interaction. Turns out he was taking the frustration of Reuben's mother and projecting it onto his alleged children. God damn! And this thought alone made the siblings go kamikaze.
Neither one of you all was in there when it started, okay? She had 3 kids before I met her.
Okay,
she had
don't
you
mean
3,
she slept around.
supposedly
She
had
was
you 3
real
with me,
first.
and now she has
don't mean
how
she
many
slept
more
around.
after me?
She was
I get a
real
grand
first.
total of 13.
Come on, you ain't did nothing anyways. You
Ladies and
nothing.
You believe their mother had slept around and was unfaithful to you. You were in a relationship at the time.
Check this out. When the Rubens catch the judge's vibe, Mr. Big Daddy flips his lid too. Seriously, folks, you're in a courtroom, not shooting the breeze in your backyard. You know what they say, a leopard can't ditch its spots. So the judge had to drop some knowledge, and it took a hot minute.
I need to know from you whether you ever were in all of their lives as a father. Were you ever just there?
Were you talking to me?
I was talking to you.
Then shut up.
Now you
No.
You shut up.
Mr. Davis, first of all, I control the score. Now you can take it to the street and you'll be out on the street.
You nailed it, Lauren. Well, anyway, right after that, Daddy starts claiming he wasn't exactly an angel either, doing some cave sniffing himself. But get this, the parents keep going back and forth like a seesaw, and their shady moves and commitment drama wrecked 3 innocent lives. Talk about a hot mess.
After my first child, like I said, when I met her, and she had 3 kids before I met her.
That has nothing to do with what's going on now.
You know, while we was having a relationship, I don't believe I believe the judge was starting.
Why make broken promises then?
Okay,
Why sit right there and act like
that's
everything
on me.
cool?
That's
Like
on me.
graduation.
I own that. That's on me.
So, in the ongoing family drama, there's still a bunch of loose ends. Next up, the judge brings in the brother for some testimony. And guess what? Daddy testified that he was just trying to make sure about the paternity gig because he's freaked about the fam illness getting passed down. Are you seriously buying that? Like, really?
What do you have to say about this?
As far as me hearing about this DNA test, it surprised me because if you ask for a DNA test and you claim I'm yours, you know what I'm saying? And then I hear that it's about disease in the family. Why would you wait after 27 years just to come to me with this? It's something you should have told me on the phone, do something, let me know what's happening.
So the dude claims it's all about goodwill. But let's be real here. Every tub's gotta stand on its own bottom, right? Well, Judge Lauren grilled Mr. Davis about his freakouts regarding either inheriting some illness or getting slapped with a fat child support bill.
Please tell me this child support situation. Are you aware that he was making these payments?
The point of it is they take it. I've been married to Johnny 22 years. Never an income tax check has came into our house. It goes to y'all. I don't know where. I filed with my husband with my 3 children that I have.
The broken fam had their eyes glued to that DNA result. No leniency on the table. It's like when love and respect bail. Only the raw truth holds folks together. No beating around the bush. Let's get real.
This court has determined that you are her father.
You already knew that. Already knew that.
What up? Child support, here I come.
I don't worry about it. Come with it.
Yeah.
Talk about a tangled web. So in this crazy scenario, the dude who might be the baby daddy bit the dust. And get this, he's been throwing shade on the whole paternity situation before kicking the bucket. Now, Miss Hookers landed in the paternity court showdown, facing off with the late dad's mom.
How have you been affected by Miss Baker's doubts about Kanaya's paternity?
I'm just sad sometimes. I try to deal with it now. Like, I really don't care no more. That's how I feel. I don't care anymore. I don't care who feel nothing about my baby. I don't care. It just seemed like everybody else looking upside my head like I'm an animal or something. Like, every time I'm sitting down doing something, they looking at me like I'm just outcast of the group. She looked like me, so why's the problem?
The baby mama's wearing her distress like a neon sign, no doubt. But here's the kicker. Miss Baker's playing it stubborn, swearing up and down that her son ain't the dad. It's like a rock-solid belief in the alleged baby daddy's fam. Brace yourselves, because tensions are about to hit the roof from here on out. It's drama central, folks.
My son was on vacation. We kept hearing that Denia was pregnant, but then when we finally found out for sure, he told me. He said he wasn't the only boy that had messed with Denia. And he made me promise that we was gonna get a blood test.
Hold on to your hats, because guess what? There's a wild card in the mix. Miss Baker testified in court saying there was another dude in the picture. This mystery man dropped the bomb on the alleged baby daddy that when he wasn't around, he and Mama Bear were getting cozy.
Keisha only denied the baby when him and my daughter was arguing. Other than that, I have pictures with him laying on her stomach. He had doubts only when he was angry. And I cannot get mad at what he tell his mother or nothing like that. But when he came over there with us, he held the baby, kissed the baby, and loved the baby. He just needs to get the results from Miss Carolyn.
Miss Hooker's acting as chill as a teen rolling her eyes at a family dinner. But here comes Miss Coates at Hooker's crib. Apparently, there are some mix-ups and emotions in the mix. Get this, she got wind of Hooker's bun in the oven through her own daughter and grandkid, who share the same school bus ride.
Did he give you any proof or anything that there was this other guy? Because Miss Hooker testified that this was the only person she was sleeping with.
I think he just went off what they're saying in their circle of kids. You know, they talk, they have their own.
Yeah, the boy was telling him
that,
that, you know, when you were away, I was messing with her.
Whoa, hold your horses, miss. Going down that road might set off a powder keg of drama. Well, anyway, the vibe here is thick with emotion. The supposed grandma's laser focused on her son's alleged promises, making this whole situation a roller coaster of feelings. It's like an emotional whirlwind, folks.
She feel like Miss Bland left her out of the obituary on purpose. And that's why she have so much animosity towards Toy.
I just feel like this. When this come back and it's the baby, I don't want her. I don't want no sorries from nobody. Keep your sorries. I don't want no sorries.
I'm not giving you a sorry.
Okay? I'm not asking you to.
Shut up.
Hold up, Jerome. Dude, where are you at? We're not looking for a one-punch man showdown here, all right? This ain't the WWE. We're in a courtroom, not the ring. So, Miss Hooker, let's pivot from the potential smackdown and keep our eyes on the prize, the DNA results. No need for unnecessary fireworks. Let's get to the bottom of this with some hard facts.
The percentage of relatedness between Miss Baker and Kenaya is 0%.
They won't go tell me sorry, so I'm not telling them nothing.
Do you need to sit down, ma'am?
Nobody did anything to you, honey.
I don't care.
Nobody
do nothing to me, but I don't like you.
That's
I don't like you.
Miss Hubbard, holding it down as the solo breadwinner for her 2-year-old Amiria, storms into the paternity court all fired up. She's out to drop the truth bomb and prove Mr. Watson is the biological dad. And just like in some top-notch reality TV drama, the trial kicks off with all that spicy energy.
I told Mr. Watson when I got pregnant, when I conceived, when the last time we did have sex with each other, and that was in February of 2012, and I had her in November of 2012, and he knew about her the whole pregnancy. He didn't come around until like when I was in the hospital with her.
Miss Hubbard, totally fed up, spilled the beans about how she straight up called out the defendant for lacking empathy in this whole messed up situation, saying over the 2 years, Mr. Watson didn't even try to step up for little Amiria. She went so far as to sell his gear for $100 just to cover some of the kids' bills.
You say that Mr. Watson hasn't done anything for Amiria. Mr. Watson, is that true? Have you done anything for this child?
No, ma'am, I haven't done anything for the child.
You admit you've done nothing?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is that, sir?
Because I don't think this is my baby, because she lied.
But your
You had sex with Miss
But
Hubbard,
your family members
Right, but she
Did
lied.
you use protection?
No, ma'am.
Oh boy, but seriously, why was Mr. Watson not keeping his eyes on the prize? What made him all uncertain about the kiddo, aside from the drama with Miss Hubbard? Dude rolls into court with some homemade calendar laying out the deets about her pregnancy. Let me go ahead and break it down for you.
When I went to the doctor in March, when I missed my period for the next month, they told me I could see it on Valentine's Day. And I had my baby November the 17th, 2012.
But in October, when you told him you were pregnant the second time.
I didn't tell him in October I was pregnant. I never told him in October I was pregnant.
But you would have been about ready to have the baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's lying.
Hold up! Messing with the dates is like messing with your kid's whole future. Mr. Watson's out here justifying his doubts, throwing her diary in the court's face. And get this, Miss Provider's been keeping a collection of, condom wrappers from her past hookups. Talk about nasty business.
You take the condom wrappers in the diary?
Yeah, I was young doing stuff. So,
and then you did a rating?
No, I didn't do no rating. No.
She did a rating.
It says this guy got a yes with an exclamation.
She a freak.
He's adding stuff. He adding stuff.
I'm steering clear of that mess. But anyway, let's cut to the chase here. Miss Hubbard spills that all the other family members are dead sure it's his spawn, but he's playing the denial game. She's pushing for a DNA test to drop the truth bomb and make him step up for his little girl. It's time to put up or shut up.
I don't care if he's there or not. I'm still gonna provide for her. I don't want my baby to be confused, be like, where my dad is, why he ain't being around. Just leave her alone. I mean, I'm doing this by myself. All 5 of them. I don't need no more stress, no more nothing. I have a 5-year-old and my mama is disabled.
Yeah, one day she talked to a dude straight in my face.
The last piece of the puzzle? Rebuilding the trust between these two lovebirds. And you know what that means. The DNA results. No time to twiddle our thumbs. Judge Lauren's all about making things happen. Here's how it all went down.
Mr. Watson, you are Amiria's father.
Deadbeat. Like I told you.
Sorry. I'm saying, I just always had doubt, man, because you've been lying on them dates.
I'm straight.
You've been lying on them dates, and I'm willing to take care of her.